Air travel is one of the safest ways to get around, until something goes horribly wrong. Despite groundbreaking advancements in aviation safety, 2024 saw some of the most shocking and tragic plane crashes in recent years. Unexpected technical failures to heartbreaking human errors, catastrophic crashes to shocking mid-air failures. These incidents left the world in shock and raised serious questions about aviation safety. Hello, and welcome back to our YouTube channel Covered, where we cover the most mysterious and jaw-dropping stories from history to the present day. Before getting into the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. In today's video, we'll take a deep dive into the 5 most devastating plane crashes of the year. What happened, why it happened, and what lessons the aviation industry can learn moving forward. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you think about flying in the air. Number 5. Haneda Airport Runway Collision, January 2nd, 2024. The year 2024 started off a bit rough for Japan, a country known for its technology and innovation. A runway collision occurred at Tokyo's Haneda Airport involving a Japan Airlines Airbus A350-900, a scheduled domestic passenger flight that was en route from New Chitose Airport near Sapporo, and a Japan Coast Guard aircraft that was preparing to deliver relief supplies following the 2024 Noto earthquake. During landing, JL-516 collided with the Coast Guard aircraft on the runway, resulting in a fire. Tragically, 5 of the 6 crew members aboard the Coast Guard plane lost their lives. However, all 379 passengers and crew on the Japan Airlines flight survived after successful evacuation on time. Investigations revealed that the Coast Guard aircraft had not received clearance for takeoff at the time of the collision. According to officials, the JL flight had received clearance to land on runway 34 or at Haneda Airport, while the Coast Guard aircraft was instructed to taxi to holding point C5, a designated waiting area on the airfield's taxiway system where aircraft remain until granted permission to enter the active runway for takeoff. However, the Coast Guard plane's captain, the sole survivor among the 6 crew members, told investigators that he had received clearance to enter the runway where the JL airliner was approaching. Wherever the mistake has been, it was a grave one. This incident has prompted Japanese aviation authorities to re-examine and reinforce runway safety protocols to avoid these unfortunate events in future. Number 4. Soria Airlines Bombardier CRJ-200 crash, July 24, 2024. On July 24, 2024, a Soria Airlines Bombardier CRJ-200LR, registered as 9N-AME, tragically crashed shortly after takeoff from Tribhuvan International Airport in Kathmandu, Nepal. The aircraft was on a repositioning flight to Pokhara International Airport for maintenance, carrying 19 individuals, 16 passengers, primarily airline technical staff, and 3 crew members. The crash resulted in 18 fatalities, with the captain as the sole survivor. The aircraft involved was manufactured in 2003 and had been in service with Soria Airlines since 2017. Prior to the accident, the aircraft underwent several maintenance events, including a survey inspection on March 13, 2024, for the renewal of its certificate of airworthiness. After being grounded for a while because it needed some maintenance work, it was cleared for the ferry flight to Pokhara following a return to service check on July 24, 2024. The accident occurred at approximately 11:11 local time. Shortly after takeoff, the aircraft veered right instead of the expected left turn, lost altitude, and crashed near the airport premises, catching fire. Investigation revealed that the aircraft's weight and speed did not align with operational guidelines. Specifically, issues were identified with the proper latching of the load and the aircraft's speed during takeoff, which were key contributors to the accident. Number 3. Azerbaijan Airlines crash in Kazakhstan, December 25, 2024. An Azerbaijan Airlines flight, carrying 67 people from Baku to Russia's Grozny, crashed near the Kazakh city of Aktau. The incident resulted in dozens of fatalities, with 25 survivors rescued. Approximately 40 minutes after takeoff, as the aircraft entered Russian airspace near Grozny, the crew reported losing GPS navigational aids due to jamming. Foggy conditions were also reported by the airport. As the plane approached its destination, something strange happened. Passengers reported an explosion and shrapnel striking the aircraft. In radio transmissions, the pilots attributed the event to a bird strike and requested a diversion. They initiated emergency protocols, including squawking 7700 on the transponder, and redirected the flight over the Caspian Sea toward Aktau. Pilots tried their best, however. The aircraft crashed near Aktau International Airport in Kazakhstan. The aircraft was hit mid-flight by a Russian surface-to-air missile during efforts to repel a Ukrainian drone attack on Grozny Airport. Shrapnel from the blast injured several passengers and cabin crew. There were perforated holes in the tail section that could not have been just a bird strike. Instead, it seemed more like a surface-to-air missile. Number 2. Voapass Airlines ATR-72 crash, August 9, 2024. The first major aviation disaster of the year took place on August 9 in Brazil, when a Voapass Airlines ATR-72 aircraft crashed in Vinhedo, São Paulo, claiming the lives of 62 people, 58 passengers, and 4 crew members. The aircraft, en route from Cascavel to Guarulhos, went down near a residential area and erupted in flames, complicating efforts to even identify the victims. At approximately 13:21 Brasilia time, while cruising at an altitude of 17,000 feet, the aircraft experienced a stall, entered a flat spin, and descended rapidly in Vinhedo. Preliminary investigations by Brazil's Center for Research and Prevention of Aeronautical Accidents, CENIPA, suggest that the aircraft encountered severe icing conditions during flight. Ice accumulation on critical surfaces likely led to aerodynamic stall and loss of control. Investigators are examining the functionality of the de-icing systems and the crew's response to these conditions. Analysis of the cockpit voice recorder was just another missing piece in the puzzle. It revealed that, shortly before the crash, the pilots discussed the need for more power, indicating that pilots might be potentially struggling to maintain control. The recorders were functioning during the final moments, recording the crew's distress. Number 1. Jeju Air Flight 2216 crash, December 29, 2024. During its approach to Muin International Airport, the aircraft experienced a bird strike, leading the pilots to declare an emergency and attempt to go around. On the second landing attempt, the landing gear failed to deploy, resulting in a belly landing. The aircraft touched down beyond the normal touchdown zone, overran the runway, collided with multiple approach lighting system bulbs, and ultimately crashed into a concrete embankment housing an antenna array for the instrument landing system. The impact caused the aircraft to burst into flames, leading to the deaths of 175 passengers and 4 crew members. 2 cabin crew members seated in the rear of the plane survived with injuries. Investigators discovered bird feathers and blood in both engines, confirming a bird strike as a contributing factor. Notably, the aircraft's black boxes ceased recording 4 minutes before the crash, which is very unusual and creates a lot of mystery, since it could have led to understanding the actual cause of the crash. This incident stands as the deadliest aviation disaster involving a South Korean airliner since the 1997 crash of Korean Air Flight 801 in Guam, and is the deadliest aviation accident on South Korean soil. That's it for today's video. We hope you found it both informative and eye-opening. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay curious and stay safe.